Hi, Hayley here, welcome back. Do you feel under pressure? Do you handle pressure well? What do you do when the kettle's on the boil and you're being pushed? Do you move back and try and make life more comfortable for yourself? Or do you push through? Have you ever expanded through your comfort zone and experienced what it's like to come out the other side? I want to talk to you today about a new perspective that you can take on handling pressure for yourself. And the topic is called perturbation. Now, this is a scientific term, and in fact, the man who invented it has won a Nobel Peace Prize for his work. Now, if you were to look up the word perturbation, you would find on Google a whole lot of calculus. So I'm going to try and explain this to you in layman's terms, in Hayley terms, in other words. So when you are working away at something, every human being, when we feel pressure, right? Maybe it's financial pressure, maybe it's relationship pressure, maybe you are moving towards something and you're really working really hard for it, like a competition or a sporting event or a promotion, or perhaps it's moving away from something that feels uncomfortable. Like, we all have different forms of pressure. There's two things that can happen. Number one, the pressure builds up to a point where we become so uncomfortable that we back off to make things more comfortable for ourselves. The second thing that can happen is that the pressure builds up so much that we end up popping through like and we come out the other side a completely changed, new, different person. We've actually changed on a cellular and molecular level, and we've reached what's called our new comfort zone. Now, there's a couple of things to note here. First of all, when you're experiencing perturbation, it's really freaking uncomfortable. You might get, feelings in your belly of being really nervous. You might feel sick. You might feel emotional. You might feel stressed. Perhaps there's a lot of confusion or, feeling uncomfortable, just not knowing what to do or where to go. And, you can really feel like you want to back off, like that's the appropriate thing to do. However, for the purpose of growth, keeping on and keeping the pressure on and keeping going and keeping just that gentle, gliding, graceful move through the perturbation when you understand it and accept it will get you to a point where you pop through to the other side and you become someone who you want to become, and you become the person that you've always wanted to be, and you reach your new comfort zone level. And this is when you start having new experiences, new opportunities, and you start experiencing the life that you desire. So here's what to do. If you're feeling under pressure at the moment, if you're feeling a little bit of perturbation or you're a little bit perturbed, oh hello, I'm perturbed right now. So when you're feeling perturbed, and I always say, you're in a nutshell of perturbation, like, oh look, I'm perturbed, right? You've just got to acknowledge it and accept it and say, right, this is what this is. It's not because I'm a failure. It's not because I suck. It's not because I'm not good enough. It's not because I'm not going to be able to do this. It's because my cells are rubbing in friction against one another and I'm changing and growing and I'm about to pop out the other side. So you say that to yourself. First of all, you acknowledge it. Okay, this is perturbation. Then you accept it and you make it okay. So you say to yourself, okay, this is good. It means I'm growing. And instead of backing off and making yourself more comfortable, make yourself more comfortable to gently keep going, because that is what is going to get you to ultimately the result that you want. Now, if you do happen to back off and make things more comfortable, what happens is if you're attempting to reach a certain level, like in your life or in your business, you'll reach the level where you can be perturbed enough that the kettle starts boiling and you're about to pop, and make it more comfortable for yourself, but you'll only hit that wall again. You'll hit that wall of perturbation again and again and again, and it will feel like you keep going around and around in circles. So my invitation for you is to start looking at pressure as perturbation and an opportunity for growth. There is every way that you can move gently through the perturbation and be really kind to yourself and move through it in a way that helps you grow and expand while feeling comfortable. I can help you with that. And at the very same time, you can do this for anything that you want to achieve. I had a client a few years ago and he was an amazing martial artist and he just started a new job in a manager's role. And he had come second in his world championship tournaments for over a decade. Now, he came to me when he was at the point where he decided that he wanted to start achieving all the things that he knew he could do, but for whatever reason, he couldn't just get through to the next level. And as we worked together, a lot of perturbation came up. He put the pressure on himself. He was at it every single day, getting up in the morning, working towards his dreams, training really hard, working on his mindset. And a few times in our conversations over the time of our coaching together, he came to me, he was like, I just don't know if I can do this. And this is really hard and I'm feeling lots of pressure and this is feeling really difficult and I don't know how to deal with this situation and I'm feeling confused here. And all he had to do was just keep on going, because all of that just meant he was perturbed. All the information was there, it just wasn't where he wanted it to be yet. Now, eventually what happened was he kept going and kept going and kept going, and he took more and more care of himself as he moved through the levels of perturbation. And then he popped out the other end. He became the world champion, and now he's one of the best sales managers of the company that he's working for. So perturbation is an incredible skill that you can take on as a new perspective and use as your own. I really hope you like this video. If you know someone right now who could really use a shift in perspective in the form of a little miracle to change up the way that they're feeling the pressure because they really want to achieve some big things right now, please feel free to share this video. And if you're watching, I'd love for you to join in and leave me a comment below. I have a dare for you. I want you to tell me, what is one thing that you would like to make a new normal for you, and that you are welcoming a little bit of perturbation around in your commitment to it. I dare you to leave me a comment and let me know what it is. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks a lot. See you next time. Bye.